Oftentimes, when I debate with a Christian or a Muslim, they do something very peculiar. They do something very curious. And I want to make a video about it to point out their failures in logic. It happens when I show a Christian or a Muslim that their God is unrighteous, and I'm met with the, well, my God can do anything he wants response. Let me give you an example to illustrate this point. Say I'm debating with a Christian, okay? And I'm trying to prove to the Christian that his God is unrighteous, and therefore his God cannot be the true God of the universe. So I give him a bunch of examples of things that show his God is unrighteous. In response, the Christian tells me, yeah, those things are unrighteous from a human perspective, but God can do whatever he wants. He goes on to ask, who are we to judge God? God is all powerful. God is all knowing. He does no wrong. At this point, I remind him that I agree the God of the universe is all-knowing and all-powerful. I agree that the God of the universe cannot do anything wrong and must always be righteous. But that's not the contention of this debate. Our debate is about whether or not your God is righteous. So to begin the process of dismantling him, I first ask the following question. Besides God's will, is it ever righteous or fair to punish someone for a crime that they did not commit? Yes or no? And if yes, I tell him to please give me an example. He never can give me an example because the Christian knows that it's never righteous and never fair to punish someone for a crime that they did not commit. So right off the bat, we've already proven that the Christian has committed what is known as a special pleading fallacy. Special pleading involves applying standards, principles, and/or rules to other people or circumstances while making oneself or certain circumstances exempt from the same critical criteria. Special pleading is often a result of strong emotional beliefs that interfere with one's reason. After I point out that the Christian is committing a logical fallacy, secondly, I show that the Christian's own logic, by the Christian's own logic, man, you can prove anything you want about your God just by asserting that your God exists. How so? Well, one of the most ironic things about this is that the Christian will go to great lengths to try to tell me that the God of theistic essentialism is stupid or dumb or makes no sense. But by their own logic, my God can never be stupid, or never be dumb, or never do anything wrong, because if I claim he's God, and if I claim he can't do anything wrong because he is God, then whatever I claim he did must therefore be good, based on your own logic. That's the logic you're using for your God, so I can use it too. Regardless of what that thing is. Isn't that right, Christians? For example, if I say the God of theistic essentialism can drown old ladies, or torture innocent people, or send babies to hell, or rape young girls, etc., well, all is still well and good because my God can do anything he wants because he can't do anything bad, and my God is unfalsifiable. At this point, nothing I say about my God could ever be proven in error, unrighteous, flawed, illogical, or immoral. Therefore, he must exist despite any reasoning. You see, the truth is, a claim about your God isn't evidence for your God. God is the topic of the debate. That's what we're debating about. You can't use him as evidence for himself, man. It'd be like saying an invisible unicorn exists in my closet, but it's like saying an invisible unicorn exists in my closet because invisible unicorns must stay invisible. What? And also, let me say this. A claim that is unfalsifiable has no fucking power, bro. Thirdly, if God is the moral standard, which the Christian and I both agree on, then humans should be striving to be more like God, as God is the ultimate blueprint for goodness. Therefore, we should set up our own justice system the same way God does, fair and righteous. But if this holds true based on the Christian's idea of God, then sometimes we should see people, I don't know, going to prison for things their grandfather did, and they had no actual association with other than bloodline. Since it is true that the God of the Bible, we all know, does condone, what does he condone? He does condone generational punishments and the punishment of innocent people. Here the Christian must admit that humans should not have a different morality code than God, and again, they are fucking trapped. And finally, I ask the Christian, would you do whatever your God asked you to do? For example, even if the act seemed immoral from a human perspective, would you rape an innocent woman if your God commanded you to do so? Would you? Remember, your God is falsifiable, unfalsifiable. Remember, your God is always correct. Therefore, you must say yes. This puts the nail in the coffin and shows how ridiculous and insane these fucking people truly are. In contrast, though, if I made a claim about my God that was shown to be unrighteous, unfair, or illogical, I would just retract the claim and say that my God cannot be unrighteous, therefore my God must not have done that. instead of doing what the Christians do. What the Christians do is just say, their God is always righteous, therefore even unrighteous shit is okay if their God chooses to do it. You see the fucking difference? I'm the fucking atheist killer, man. I see you soon. Don't forget to check out Theistic Essentialism online, and I hope you're staying safe.